am longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land.
I'm kind of homesick, oh, for a country to which I've never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore.
Beulah land, I'm longing for you,
And someday on thee I'll stand.
there my home
There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Paul, and this is Sandra, and we are at 3 Point Bible Church here in Jonesboro, Georgia. And that's an old gospel hymn, and that is just a. Actually, we have to sing it tomorrow for a funeral, but it's such a beautiful song. One day we will be in that Beulah land, and it got me thinking because this has not been an easy couple weeks. We buried my mother, and then we buried my uncle, and now we're burying a good friend of ours, their mother, tomorrow. And have you ever felt like God maybe intervened and helped somebody else, but in your situation, it just seems like things just kind of keep piling on? In Mark chapter 5, there is this situation that is sandwiched in between this verse, a small verse that's sandwiched in between these two kind of horrific events. One is this lady that has been bleeding and has had this malady for a long time, and Jesus just stops and tends to her. And while he's doing that, Jairus's daughter, and he's like, you need to come help my daughter. She dies. And while he's helping one person, she dies. And Jesus' words that sandwich in there is, "Don't be afraid, only believe." And sometimes we just go from one story to the other story, and we don't catch the crux of that whole thing. That don't be afraid, just believe. The Greek word that's used there, it means don't just stop being afraid. Do not continue in fear, is what he is saying. Jesus is not rebuking in us that feeling of fear, because we are going to fear. When we were talking about Jesus on the boat with the disciples, and they woke him up and they're panicked and everything, and he's saying, like, why are you afraid? And it's like, well, that's us. That's human nature. We're afraid.
Why would we not be afraid? We're about to drown.
Yeah, and all of our life is it just seems like these situations are coming on, but he's not saying do not fear because the danger isn't real. The danger is real, but what he's saying is do not fear because he is more real than the danger that we're facing. And when he says only believe, the word only there is so crucial. when Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. When Jesus says that, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. In John 11, where his friend Lazarus passed away, and Martha runs out and said, if you would have only been here, my brother wouldn't have died. And he goes, Martha, I am the resurrection. I am the life. Why are you concerned about this? Because I am the life. I am the way. And Jesus is saying, believe only in me. And when we put our trust and our faith and our hope in him, then it gives us maybe the strength to go on, to take another step, to not just stay buried in those moments where it seems like life is just continuing to snowball on us. Our faith is more than just, having this, well, I agree with you intellectually, even though I don't necessarily feel it. It's not this kind of optimism that things are going to get better when we feel like they're not. It's this relational trust that we have with Jesus, where he says, I am the way. I am here. Why are you afraid? And of course, the rest of the story is he goes in and he raises Jairus' daughter. One of the things he does with that, though, he only takes a couple of the disciples in there with him. And I think the lesson there for us is don't listen to every voice. There are going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you how to deal with a situation, how to live in a situation. Oh, if you'll only do this, if you'll only do this. And it's like, okay, well, that sounds good for you. That may work for you. Jesus took just a small group in with him. And maybe there are small trusted voices we need to listen to. Maybe a good friend that knows us in our good times and our bad times, knows our feelings, know how we will respond. Someone that we trust. Those are the people maybe that we need to listen to counsel for. But more than that, we need to be listening to the counsel of God's Word. Here at 3 Point Bible Church, we are in a series called Red Letter Words, and we're looking at the words of Jesus. And in his words, the words that Jesus speaks and the words that he has given to us, that's where we find hope. We find strength. We find the impetus for us to continue on in our journey, no matter what we face in our life. And I really don't know where else I'm going with this, Sandra. So just the idea of, sometimes life is overwhelming, y'all. And we get hit from all sides, and we're just like a boat out on the sea, and we're just kind of rocking back and forth. But Jesus says, don't be afraid, only believe. And so for you, what does that mean? What is something in your life that you are going through now that you need to just stop and say, you know what? I need to stop being afraid. I need to believe. I need to trust. I need to have faith. And what is that for you? Well, here at 3 Point Bible Church, our hope is that you would let us know how we can pray for you. If you don't have a church home, we'd love to see you here. We gather together on Sundays at 11 for praise and worship and prayer and God's Word. And Wednesday nights we gather for a dinner at 6, and then we break up and we're studying the Bible. Actually, we're studying Revelation, and it's not too late for you to come and join us, and we'd love for you to be a part. But anyway, that's Sandra, would you like to correct and...
No, I would never correct you, Paul. Never.
Well, Lord have mercy, y'all. It's just don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be
Only
afraid.
believe.
Only believe. And one day we will be standing on Beulah land. So what a gorgeous song. Anyway, again, let me know how I can pray for you. And as always, we look forward to seeing you on next Wednesday for coffee or water or tea or however you want to spend the afternoon with us. We just enjoy spending time with you. And thank you for being here today. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.